אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Hello and Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for the two of you who said Shabbat Shalom back to me. That was very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That was so much better. Now I feel like we can actually be in this next 4.5 hours together. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
No, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that long. It's only 3 hours. I'm still kidding. We are very happy that you're here. We're happy that we get to celebrate Shabbat with you on this beautiful morning, and to also celebrate Emma. Hi, Emma. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing? Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right, great.
Hello.
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 Hello. Emma's going to be helping us lead various parts of the service. She is going to be the main focus, of course, throughout our Torah service and Haftarah and all of these wonderful parts of our service throughout our morning. Please reach under your seat. That's where your prayer book is. All the books are right under your seat. If there's not one right under your seat, there should be one right under the seat, maybe next to you. If there's maybe missing one particular book. The book, make sure that you have the correct book. Make sure the cover says Mishkan Tfilah. It should say Mishkan Tfilah. Should be bluish. Should be pretty narrow. And it should also say Shabbat. It should say Mishkan Tfilah, and it should say Shabbat. And if it's like a thinnish blue book that says Mishkan Tfilah and Shabbat, you have the right book. If your Mishkan Tfilah is thin and blue and says Weekday Festival, because some of those books are floating around, don't use that one because it is Shabbat. So use the Shabbat book. What's great about this book is that it has Hebrew in it, and English in it, and transliteration in it, which is the Hebrew and English letters, which means that everyone can pray along and chant along and read along and feel totally comfortable throughout our service. So make sure that you have one of those books. I want to make sure that you know who we are. That's Cantor Muchnick over here. I'm Rabbi Keller over here.
And I'm Emma Kessler.
Yes, that's Emma. Yes, all right, good. Those are all of the informational pieces we have for you. We're also on our live stream, which means, Emma, that thousands of people are watching you right now. Thousands of people are tuned in live from across globally. They're watching you. People in Australia have woken up and they are watching you right now live on the live stream. What's that?
No pressure.
No pressure, right? There's no pressure. People from Australia called and said they'll be watching. That's not true. I don't know. I really don't know anyone in Australia. But you can pray along and chant along. Also, if you're on a live stream, you can go to our website. Our website is cbiboca.org. Top left corner, it says the word menu. Then scroll down a little bit. It'll say services, and then keep scrolling down, and it says virtual prayer book. Then you can pray along and chant along with us. Also, virtually. We can't start the service, though, until you have your talit. So we're going to invite your parents up to join us to present you with your talit.
On Shabbat, we rejoice in your coming of age in our tradition as a symbol of your entrance as a responsible member into adult Jewish community. It is our honor to present you with this talit.
Our tradition teaches us to put tzitzit fringes on the corners of our garments in every generation as a reminder to observe all of God's commandments. Now, as a bat mitzvah, a child of the commandments, you are ready to make moral choices, to grow emotionally and intelligently, and to take responsibility for the mitzvot and your decisions. Be holy unto your God, bring blessing to your world, and may you bring the household of Israel the same pride and joy, nachas, that you bring to us.
This one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihitatev ba'zitzit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Now that your talit is on, we can continue with our service. We continue with Shacharit, our morning section of our service, page 74. We continue now with Chatzi Kaddish, which can be found on page 106.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בהולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה, ובזמן קרי וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולמי המאיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו Amen.
Our service continues now with our call to worship, which is on page 108. 108, and together we stand. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or v'choshech oseh shalom uvoreh et hakol. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hamorot. Baruch atah Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. We continue now on page 114, 115.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue now on page 116.
Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha u'chol nefshecha u'chol meodecha v'hayun advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitztacha hayom al levavecha v'shinem tam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha beveitecha u'lechtecha v'aderech U'shochbecha uvkumecha, u'kshartam leit od al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'visharecha, leman titzkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher otzeitiechem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem emet. We continue with our Song of Redemption, Micha Mocha, which can be found on page 122.
Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Tzur Yisrael, kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, ufleichenu mecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael, go aleinu Adonai tzevaot shemo. Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
The Amidah is next on page 124, and together we stand.
Adonai sifatati tach ufia gita hilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, V'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Agibor Ve'onora, El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'socher Asdei Avot V'imahot Umivi Gila Levanei V'neihem Lemon Shomo Be'achara Melech Hosea Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'tzrat Zerah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mehayeh hakol atava le'oshia, Morid hatchal, מחוקל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ואלפי הולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני העפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך ממים ומחיה, ומטמיר ישועה, ונאמן אתה לך חיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל.
We continue with the Kedusha, page 130.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, הכתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אכלנו אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי יחציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We continue now with our silent prayer moments for us to think for ourselves about our connections with God, also opportunity for us to read through the prayer book if we would like. And we're going to continue silently now, beginning here on page 130 through page 142. When you're finished, please be seated. continue on page 142 at the bottom.
Ose shalom, shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ose shalom, shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amen, amen. Ose shalom, shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru
So here at Congregation B'nai Israel, we're blessed to have lots of moments of joy, and we get to celebrate Shabbat together, which is very joyous. We get to celebrate with Emma and her family and her friends here to celebrate the bat mitzvah. And as a special bonus today, we get to also share in the joy of a baby naming this morning. So we're going to be naming a little baby. She is adorable. You're going to see her in a second. Her name is Savannah. So we're going to invite Savannah up just by herself. No one else. So she has to get up here I'm just kidding. So we're going to invite Savannah. We're going to invite Charlotte, Jonathan, and Juliet. All the siblings are coming up. And we're going to we probably should invite her parents up too, so that Amanda and Matt. So come on up and join us. So that we can share in this joy of getting to officially name Savannah. So exciting. See if you can figure out which one is Savannah. Come on over. Come stand on this side. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh, I like the whole crew here. It's very nice. Very nice. Nice. Hello. Hi. Hi. That's a beautiful dress. Are those all are those butterflies? Those are amazing. Those are really pretty. Yeah. Savannah is like, what's happening? Who is this guy? What's happening? Why do I have to stand here and do this? But you're being great. So we're going to have a beautiful moment to officially invite Savannah into the covenant with a couple of blessings. Who's excited? Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. All right, so here we go. Every time we do a naming, we invoke the name of Elijah, because Elijah, we presume, will be the guy who helps to bring about the period of the Messiah, meaning when the world is good and happy and there's no poverty and there's no war. And by the way, we're far from that. So we often, every time we do a naming, we think maybe it's going to be this one. Maybe it's going to be Savannah. It's going to help us. Or maybe one of these three awesome people here will be the ones who help bring about change in the world and will bring about peace. So we always invoke this sort of chair or space of Elijah. This is the chair of Elijah, whose spirit is with us. May his remembrance be for good, bearing the promise of God's redemption. And we always say, Brucha ba'a b'shem Adonai. Blessed is she, Savannah, who comes here in God's name. So exciting. God remembers the covenant forever. The word commanded to thousands generations. Praise are you, O God, who establishes the covenant. There is a little blessing that you guys get to say. Okay? So I'm gonna help you along with it. There's transliteration that's right here. So it's like every blessing you've ever done in your whole life ever, except for the last part. So I'm going to move this over here for you, and you're welcome to join if you want. So it's Baruch the way, and then it's the last part is lechach nisa. That's the fun word to say. Bivrit Am Yisrael. That's it. Okay, you ready? Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lachagisa b'vrit Am Yisrael.
Amen. And the English, you guys read the English right here. Here's the English.
We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to bring our daughter into the covenant of our people Israel.
Amen.
The second amendment was much better than the first amendment. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu kayemet hayalda hazot le'avia u'lima va'ikra shma be'Yisrael Shena Mia bat Mordechai ומרים יוספה ישמח האב ויוצאת חלציו ותגל עמה בפרי ויתנה זאת הקטנה הגדולה תהיה כשנכנסה לברית כן תיכנס לתורה ולכפה ולמעשים טובים. A God and God of our mothers and our fathers, sustain this child through her parents' loving care. Let her be known among our people Israel by the name Shena Mia bat Mordechai ומרים יוספה. May her name be a source of joy to her and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind. May her parents rejoice in her growth of body and soul as they have brought us into the covenant. So may they with wisdom and patience lead her to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, and one day to a marriage worthy of God's blessing, as we all say, Amen. Mishaberach avotenu משבח אברהם ויצחק ויעקב ואמותינו שרה בכה חלב ולאה הוא יברך את הילדה הרכה הזאת ויזכו אביה ואמה לגדלה לחנכה ולחכמה ויהיו ידיה וליבה לאל אמונה ונאמר amen. May God bless her ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We're almost done, I promise. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, may her father and mother have the privilege of raising her, educating her, and encouraging her to attain wisdom. May her hands and her heart be faithful in serving God. As together we say, Amen.
Amen.
Whew. Okay. So, do you want to maybe share anything about the name that you picked and say hello? Tell everyone about this beautiful name choice. You're doing
Shabbat
great,
Shalom.
by the way. You're doing great.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mazel tov, Emma. So, our little girl Savannah here, named Shena Mia, comes from two of her grandmothers who have passed in the last couple years. Great-grandmothers, I should say. Shena comes from her great-grandmother Sarah, who was a powerful woman and was a fighter. And this little girl is definitely a fighter. She came to us a little earlier than expected. Fought through some big challenges. She came at 33 weeks, but she is healthy and strong. And then she's a very lovable girl, and that comes from her. The name Mia comes from her great-grandmother Myra, and Myra is a very loving grandmother to me and my side, and Sarah was her grandmother. And so the combination of name, I think, was perfect for her. And, you know, that's where we are today. But she is one of the many crew now that we have.
Yes, many of the crew.
They can double team us now and
That's true.
very evenly, but that is where her
Guys are
names
definitely
comes
on
from.
zone defense at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
There's definitely,
Big time.
you have gone from man to man to zone.
Yes.
There's a lot
Oh,
of,
absolutely.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
But now you're all going to be. You're going to be great. You're going to be fabulous and be helpful and everything, right? Each and every one of you. Charlotte, yes, yes. Jonathan, yes. Juliet, totally, yes, totally, absolutely, yeah, amazing. Okay, how about we celebrate a little bit? We can sing and be joyous in this wonderful moment that we have to share together.
Simen tova, mazel tova, mazel tova, simen tova, mazel tova, mazel tova, simen tova, mazel tova, simen tova, yeah, hey lanu. Simen tova, mazel tova, simen tova, mazel tova, simen tova, mazel tova, simen tova, yeah, hey lanu. Yeah, hey lanu, yeah, hey lanu.
That was some fun bonus joy. A little Savannah bonus joy. That was fun. Woohoo! I was going to wear that same dress, and then I didn't. So it's a really good thing because with the
would have been weird.
It would have been so awkward because we talked about it before, and we were gonna and so I'm happy you didn't wear yours, and I'm happy that because it would have been.
We'll wear it for Purim.
We'll wear it for Purim. It's
yeah.
That's good. So it would have been really awkward if we did that. We are going to continue now with our Torah service. But before we do so, you can start to head there. We're on page 244 in your prayer books. You can start to head to page 244. We're going to need some people to join us on the bima, though, at this time. So if I call your name, you don't have to wonder if you should move to the bima. You should come up to the bima. So if you hear your name, just say, yes, that's me. Or say to yourself, or out loud if you want to, yes, that's me, and then you can start to head all the way up to the bima. So the first person, let's see if this works. Emma. Excellent. Okay, good. So, yes, all the way to the bima. Go ahead. You're going up. Great. So far, it's going perfectly. Excellent. Mark, Michelle, Sophia. Yes. All right, great. So you guys are heading up there, and now we need our ark openers. So that's Brenda and Ed Byers. So we're gonna need you guys also. We're on page 244, and we continue.
Ein kamocha ba'Elohim Adonai, ve'en kema'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam moed, Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo b'shalom.
Please stand. We continue now on page 146.
Ki mitzion
This is our Torah, our holiest of doctrine. Within it contains the story of our people. It speaks of our past. And it is a guide for us. It reminds us of who we are. It connects us as a Jewish people, as an Am, as a nation. It connects us in the concept of Kol Israel Aravim Zebazeh, that all of Israel is intermingled with each other. That means every Jew, every person of a Jewish community is connected, no matter where we are in this world. And that connection comes from this Torah. It's been passed from generation to generation to generation in the hands of great-grandparents to grandparents to parents to children. In good times or in bad times, this Torah has kept us strong as a people, uniting us. And so on this day, Emma, we pass this Torah to you from generation to generation to generation so that you can carry on all the words within it.
לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך נקדיש, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך נקדיש, ישיבך אלוהינו, מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד, כי אל מלך גדול, כי אל מלך גדול, וקדוש אתה, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך נקדיש.
We continue right in the middle of page 248.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Gadol Shemo Gadlul Adonai iti neramema shemo yachdav. בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ.
Please be seated. Emma will be chanting directly from the Torah scroll this morning. It is a Torah portion called Kitavo. Kitavo is in the book of Deuteronomy. It's in the last book of the Torah and of 5 books. And it talks about, you're going to hear a lot more about it from our Bar Mitzvah, but it really essentially, Kitavo means when you arrive, when you show up, and it means sort of the rules of engagement for the Israelites when they actually end up in the Promised Land. They're not there yet. They're still wandering. And so that's this interesting section of our Torah that's coming to an end very, very soon, since the holidays are also just around the corner. So, yay, Rosh Hashanah, yay. An aliyah in Hebrew means to go up, to ascend. We'll invite people up to join us, to come and be near the Torah. In each section of Torah reading is called an aliyah, as I mentioned, and that section will be read by our bat mitzvah, and she'll be reading right from the Torah scroll, which has no markings in it for grammar or punctuation of any kind, but she's going to chant it like it's all in there because she's been practicing. Isn't that right, Emma?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You can follow along, by the way, with Torah blessings if you want. They're on page 250 in your prayer books. Those are the Torah blessings. And we are going to call the first crew up to join us for the honor of the first aliyah. That's going to be Mindy Weiss and Greg Weiss. Yamdu Mendel ben Rafael veGedalia ben Yaakov veMalka Dalia Torah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu michol hayamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
V'haya ki tavo el haaretz asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala v'ishta v'yashavta ba v'lachach merishit kol peri hadama asher tavi me'artzecha asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach v'samta v'tene v'chalachta el hamakom Asher yivcha Adonai Elohecha l'shakin shemo sham uvata el hakohen asher yihye bayamim hahem ve'amarta elah higati ayom l'Adonai Elohecha kivati el haaretz asher nishba Adonai lavotenu latet lanu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hoyei olam tam b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
For the honor of the second aliyah, Eric Wexler and Sophia Kessler. Yamdu Arik ben Chanon veLea veSara Tova bat Moshe v'Michal alei Torah.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hambarach. Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
V'lakach hakohen hatene miyadecha v'hinicho livnei mitzvah Adonai Elohecha v'anita v'amarta livnei Adonai Elohecha ava mi oved avi v'yedren mitzrayma Vayogo sham beam te me'at, Vihi sham legoi gadol hatsum v'ra. V'arei u otanu, Hamitrim vayinu, Vayinu aleinu, Avodah kasha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam nata b'tokenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. For the honor of the third Aliyah, Michelle Kessler and Mark Kessler. Do you know these people? Yeah. No? Great. It's comforting that you said no. It's comforting. יעמדו מיכל בת משה וטובה ומשה בן עזרא התורה.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamra. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Vanitz'ak el Adonai Elohei Avotenu v'yishma Adonai et kolenu v'yar et onyenu v'et amalenu v'et lachazenu v'yotzienu Adonai mimitzrayim b'myad hatzaka uv'yisroat netuya uv'morah gadol uv'ovtot uv'movtim. Vayivienu el hamakom hatzeh, vayiten lanu et haaretz hatzot, eretz zava chalav, udvash.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaya olam natab b'techenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
For the honor of the fourth Aliyah, our bat mitzvah, Emma Kessler. Ta'amod, 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 Esther Yaakova bat Moshe v'Michal, ha-bat mitzvah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvara. Baruch Adonai hamvara le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'nitzan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Ve'atah hine haveti et reshit peri hadama asher natata li Adonai v'hinachto livnei Adonai Elohecha v'hishtachavita livnei Adonai Elohecha v'samachta b'chol hatov asher natan lecha Adonai Elohecha uleiteha Atave Halevi Verger Asher Bekibecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yeshar koach. That was some good Torah reading. Woohoo. We're going to take a moment now and raise and dress the Torah. So we're going to need for that assistance. Well, Mark, you need to come back up, and we need Eric back to join us. We're at the bottom of page 252, 252 at the bottom, and together we stand.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 Haftarah, Torah, ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 ציווה לנו משה.
Please be seated. We're going to continue now with the chanting of Haftarah. You can follow along with the Haftarah blessings if you'd like. They're on page 254. 254 is where the Haftarah blessings are. 254.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'devrechem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo Uvin ha'emet b'tzedek kumi ovi kiva orei uvchod Adonai alayich zara ki hine ha'hos she'ichase eretz va'arafel le'umi va'alayich yisra Adonai uchodo alayich yera'ed Yichalchu goyim le'orei u'machim le'nogar zacher si savi einaich or'i kulam nikbitzu va'ulach banaich meracho yavo'u uvnotaich al zatei amana Az ter'i v'nachat uvachad v'rachav levavei ki yehafe alayich hamon yam heil goyim yavo'u lach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Zor kol ha'olamim, Zadik b'chol ha'torah, Ha'el ha'ne'emah, Ha'omer v'oseh, Hamdaber kayim, Shekol devara, Emet v'tzedek, Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al ha'anvim, ve'al yom ha'shabbat ha'zeh, Shenatata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Likdusha v'limnucha, Lichavod ultifareh, Al hakol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu modim lach, Umvarchim ota, Yitbarashim Tamid le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, yehelanu. Simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov.
If you want some candy, come and get it. There's candy if you want candy, come get some candy. Come get some candy. Come on, if you want candy, come get it.
Mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu.
Our bat mitzvah is going to finish her piece of candy. And when she's done, you are going to hear some beautiful words of Torah, explaining the Torah portion according to Emma. And so she's going to share those words with us. She's going to share those words slowly. She's going to share those words because she's going to enunciate very clearly when she's speaking. And when she's done, you're going to think, wow, that was incredible. And you're going to want to applaud, but it's not a show, it's a service. So in lieu of applause, we'll ask you to give her a big hand. Let's practice. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So now we're going to hear some very slow, enunciated, very clear, put together words from our bat mitzvah.
Hello, and thank you for coming to my bar mitzvah service. I would like to start off with what the Torah portion is about and what I believe it means to me. I first read the introduction to the parasha, and it explained how Moses focused on when the Israelis began to settle in the land of Israel. Also, Moses directed them to a place inside of a basket, the earliest fruits of the harvest, and asked them to enter the sanctuary in prayer. Moses and the elders said to the Israelis that they had to write the commandments on a large plastered stones and put them on Mount Ebal, where they also built a holy altar to God. It said that Moses alerted the people that they need to observe faithfully all the terms of this covenant, and that they will succeed in all that they undertake. While reading the introduction, I feel like it is trying to explain that you should try to act like a leader. I feel like I can relate and make this a part of my life because when Moses guided the Israelis, I feel like that I could be a leader in some kind of way. I can be a leader by giving ideas, listening to God in some sort of way, or just being myself. I also feel that when Moses listened to God, it turned out good for him. When I continue to read the Torah portion, it explained how God helped us by giving our heritage and helped us escape Egypt. It explained how we should appreciate every fruit and then say, I acknowledge this day before the Eternal your God that I have entered the land that the Eternal swore to our fathers to assign us. The priest will take the basket and then place it in front of my hand. You place it in front of the altar of the Eternal of God. I will then speak and recite a prayer about how God is the God of our ancestors, how the Eternal heard our plea and noticed our suffering, plight, and mistreatment. Also, how I brought the fruits of the soil which the Eternal One gave, and how I enjoy them together. When I read about this, I feel like it is important, because in my life I need to understand the importance of my heritage and the roots that were planted for me. Also, I need to know how the Jews got their freedom from Egypt, because while being a Jew, I need to understand without God's help, we wouldn't have the land of Israel we have today. Now I would thank the people who helped make this moment possible in one way or another. First, I would like to thank both my parents for what they do to always help me. Now let's thank my mother for driving me to Hebrew lessons, school, and more. I am also thankful for my mother for encouraging me if I ever feel down or stressed over something like volunteer opportunities or picking me up from Hebrew school. My father knows how to make me laugh, love me, and knows how to help me if I'm having any technical issues. I would like to thank my sister for knowing how to make me laugh. Now I would like to thank my friends for making me laugh and smile, as well as comforting and encouraging me if I ever feel nervous for something like a test. I really appreciate them for helping me if I ever needed it and hanging out with me. I would like to thank my teachers that I had so far because they know what they are doing and for doing fun projects. During COVID, it was hard for my teachers to teach through a screen, but they never gave up on teaching us. I would also like to thank my Hebrew teachers for helping me learn the Hebrew alphabet and the vowels, because without them, I wouldn't even be able to read the Hebrew prayers. I would like to thank Cantor Mushnick and Rabbi Keller for helping me plan for the service. Thank you, Cantor Mushnick, for helping me and giving me advice to help me improve my Hebrew, and thank you, Rabbi Keller, for helping me with advice on how to improve my speech. Also, thank you, Rabbi Tefillah, for reading the prayers and helping us to understand them. Lastly, I would like to thank my Hebrew tutor, Neil, for teaching me how to read these prayers fluently and encouraging me throughout these last months. Once again, thank you for coming and helping me in various ways. When I was working on my mitzvah project, I realized how important it is to help people. I ended up organizing supplies like food and to end up helping to an organization called the Free Little Pantry. I collected stuff by having a website, also an Amazon wish list, and going around the neighborhood asking people we know if they would like to help. We also texted people who don't live nearby to donate. While collecting items to help people in need, I realized how grateful I feel and how nice it was participating in this project. I feel like I made an impact on the community, and this project made a huge impact on me. Shabbat Shalom.
I think that was good. I think that was good. I think that went very well. Do you want to do it again?
No.
No, all right. I just wanted to ask. I just wanted to see. Maybe you want to do it again.
That was a quick no.
That was a very quick no. There was no pause for thought. She was like, well, let me contemplate this. No. We have a chance to hear a couple of blessings. We're going to hear a prayer for our country from Kobe Karp and a prayer for Israel from Tali Karp. So please join us. The prayer for country, just so you know, is on page 258, and the prayer for Israel is on 259. Here, I'll give you this if you want. So that's on 258. 258 on the right is for country, and 259 is for Israel. Here, let me get these in front of you guys.
Right here?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
Thus say Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free, to break up every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing, and do not ignore your own kin. If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness.
O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dying of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. We can do it again.
Do it in Hebrew.
We can do it again.
I can hear the Hebrew in there. It would have been really authentic.
Kol hakavod, Emma. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Great job.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. Love you, Emma.
Should have had them do the service. We could have just been off for the whole thing. The two of them could have run the whole service with the Hebrew and the fluency, and the Hebrew sounded better than me and you. They could have done it.
Well, better than you.
I would have. What do you say? Well, you said definitely better than me. Yeah, I would have been happy to sit there. I would have hung out with Neil. We would have just, I would have thrown candy. Well, it would have been amazing. But maybe we'll do that. Do you guys live here? Are you local? Yeah. Well, then, thank you. Thank you for volunteering. There's a couple of holidays coming up, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We're going to take those off, and we'll just have you run them for us. That sounds amazing. Thank you for volunteering. Witnesses, live stream, thank you very much. Excellent. We're going to return the Torah to the Ark. So we're on page 256 in our prayer books. We will need Regini and Mark Bronson to join us. You're going to go all the way to the Bima, 256, and together we stand.
Hallelu et Shem Adonai ki niskav shemo levado Hodo ha'eretz v'shamayim v'yarem keren le'amo tehila lechol hasidam Israel am kedovo Hallelujah, hallelujah. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tom keha be'ushar tidracheha darchei noam bechol netzivoteha shalom Hashimeinu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Haresh yameinu Chadesh yameinu Kekedem.
Please be seated.
Good morning.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We would like to thank everybody for celebrating Emma's bat mitzvah today with us this morning. We are so proud of Emma. She did a wonderful job and has grown so much in learning her Hebrew. Her Torah portion, kitavot, which means how we should share in the first crop and not to take it as our own. The free pantry, which we chose as our volunteer, was one of the biggest ways we gave back to the community. One of the biggest challenges we all have today is keeping good health. We plan on continuing this, the collection item, and placing them in the blue bins that are in front of the temple. The Free Panthy is a worthy cause. Mark and I would like to thank our small but awesome family for being here today. For me, it's my brother Kobe and my sister Tali, our friends who are like family to us. And it is true that it takes a village to raise children today. Thank you for coming and sharing Emma's special day, Emma's friends who make her laugh and are so sweet to her. We also love B'nai Israel. Rabbi Keller, you are very kind and super funny. And thank you for making sure we didn't forget anything with the bat mitzvah. To Cantor Meshnek, to helping Emma with her chanting of her Torah portion. Our tutor, Neil Marcus. Neil, I have to say thank you for how you motivated Emma to practice her Hebrew every day. She practiced every night without me asking. She was very good about that. We loved having you be our tutor this time around. I know we'll see you around B'nai, but not on a weekly basis. So sad. Thank you, everyone who has helped Emma in this journey for her bat mitzvah. And Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
You can snack while I'm talking to you if you want. That's perfect. It's perfectly okay. Thank you. It happens at my house too. If the people aren't eating, they're not paying attention to me. So I have to feed my family also because they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, here's a snack." They're like, "Oh, well, listen." That's how it is too. We have a bunch of stuff for you on behalf of the congregation. We have some gifts. You want some gifts? Sure. Yeah. Well, you open the candy and I'll bring you gifts. Okay, great. Here's the you're having trouble with that candy, huh? You got it. You got it. All right. Here, first of all, is the bat mitzvah certificate signed by the whole clergy team and signed by you. It has today's date. It has the Torah portion this week. We hope that you will hold on to this for many, 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 many years to come, and hold on to it and show it, God willing, to generate your own generations, like to your kids and their grandkids, and they'll think, "Oh my gosh, look at that! You guys used pens all those years ago." Don't even use pens anymore. We just think and things get written. We don't have to even use a pen anymore. So that's one thing. On behalf of wow, this is very well wrapped. I feel like this is on behalf of the brotherhood of the congregation. That's for you on behalf of the brotherhood of the congregation. You're welcome. It's wrapped so beautifully. Why don't you go ahead and open it? Go ahead. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, what is it? What is it?
The newest Jewish encyclopedia.
Yes, it's the newest Jewish encyclopedia from Abraham to Zabars.
And everything.
Anyone know Zabars? Yes, thank you very much. So it's a book on all kinds of cool Jewish stuff in the world, all the way from Abraham, because you've heard of Abraham, right? Yeah, good answer. Whew. And then Zabars, if you should go visit. It's in New York. It's good. And you see most people, by the way, almost every time I ask the question, "Have you heard of Zabars?" Not only do they raise their hand, it goes up enthusiastically, like, "Yes, I've heard of Zabars," because it is amazing. If you have not gone, and have never been to Zabars in New York, before the service started, it's very generous. Cantor Muchnick is paying for everyone to fly to New York on his dime to take you to Zabars. It was very kind of him before the service started. He said, "If people don't raise their hands, all expenses paid. So after the service, go up to Cantor Muchnick and let him know, and he will get you on that private jet so you can try Zabars tomorrow." What's that? Yeah, there's a voucher. Yeah, that's a voucher. Yeah. So you should see it. And by the way, look, your name's in it. See that? Is that your name?
Dear Emma, Mazel Tov, am becoming a bat mitzvah. CBI Brotherhood, September 2nd, 2023.
16th of Elul, that's today. 16th of Elul, 5783. That's the Jewish date. Good, all right. We got that. Wait, there's more. This is new. So you are only the third bat mitzvah to receive it. And the congregation has planted a tree in your honor in Israel from the Jewish National Fund, from JNF USA. And not only does JNF USA plant trees, but it also does a million other wonderful, incredible things for Israel. And so we want you to continue and deepen your connection to Israel. And so we wanted to help you along your way. So not just a tree has been planted, but also this connection to JNF USA, which does awesome things for Israel. So that's for you. Your name's on that too, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. So we did that correctly. The next is a book that I really like to use. It's called the Torah. Yes. So it is a small version of the Torah, and it belongs to
Emma Kessler.
Yes, it belongs to you because there's a sticker in it, and we got you a small one on purpose because we hope that you will take it with you wherever you go. That you're going to go through. You're going to finish middle school. You're going to go to high school, and then eventually you're going to go to Harvard. And then when you're at your dorm at Harvard, we're going to want you to carry this with you because it's good to have a Torah wherever you go. It's good as a Jew to have a Torah. So this is your own copy and a small travel version. It's the words are the same, by the way. We didn't change any words because that would be weird because it's the Torah. So that's, and finally you got this from the women of CBI. You got that. It's well taped. You did a good job with this one. What'd you get?
Candles.
Ooh.
Several plated candle sets.
Yes, you got candles, and we hope that you will use those candles for many, many, many years to come, not just on Shabbat, but also on holidays, and so that you can celebrate not just the holiday, but this moment that we get to celebrate with you. Yes? So I'm going to put all this back in your bag over here. Put this in here. Put this in here. Just going to put this all away here. Everyone can just hang out for another second. Everything's fine. Great. Okay. Great. Now I get to talk to you.
Huh?
Now I get to talk to you.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm feeling much more relaxed now than I was before. I was very nervous. Were you?
A little.
All right, okay, good. All right, are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Are you totally relieved?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, because you have actually nothing left you have to do now except for stand here and listen to me talk to you.
Okay.
So I'm sorry
Very
about that.
stressful.
Yeah, I understand. It's very stressful. It's very stressful for Cantor Muchnick. He has to hear me talk all the time. Look how stressed he looks. I know, see? It's very stressful. So, Ki Tavo is a fascinating Torah portion. You shared a lot of information for us about it, and you talked particularly about these first fruits. We've talked all about these first fruits, on how even though we would put our hard work and money into growing this first round of fruits, it's our job. Actually, God tells us in the Torah portion, we can't even eat it. We have to remember where it comes from, because we're not the ones who made the seed. We're not the ones who made it rain. We're not the ones who made the soil. That God does all that. So that's clearly, I think, very important, and I think that's the message that you really got from your Torah portion. It's the message that you gleaned, essentially. See what I did there? Gleaned with the agricultural connection. Set that up pretty badly. But I want to talk to you about something else in your Torah portion. And there's a section, you read it actually, you chanted it. It says, Biyad chazaka v'zro netuya. You actually chanted it, trust me. It was in, I think it was in the second aliyah, or the third aliyah. And it's a line that actually is in the Haggadah, actually. You remember what the Haggadah is? What's the Haggadah? It's a special book we use for a certain holiday. People come over to your house, and you all sit around the table, and you read a book, and you hope that you get through the book really quickly so that you can eat. And you eat matzah and maror and stuff, and then you talk about the plagues. Anything? Yeah, here Cantor Munching said it sounds like Smassover.
Smassover?
Nope.
Oh.
Starts with a P, ends with an R. The middle of it says Assover. Passover.
Oh, Passover. That was confusing. The middle
Was it?
part. A little bit, the middle
Passover.
part.
I think we got it. It was confusing because it was Passover, and it has nothing to do with what's happening right now. So it says Passover. So Passover, you're dying over there. You're dying over there, I know. So Passover, and so why am I talking to you about it? Because it talks about the Yad Chazagah V'Zorah Netuya. God says that God comes in with God's strength for us. And so God gives us strength to do things. God allows us to be strong in certain moments. And so I want to talk to you about this because you are a bat mitzvah now. And up until now, all of this work and all of the strength that you need to muster for yourself, you have to like bring upon yourself, really comes from your parents. They're the ones who like push you to get dressed in the morning, maybe, and do they? Yes. All right. So, and particularly when it comes to doing a mitzvah, taking part in something that we were commanded to do, and so they have been guiding you. I imagine, like in your mitzvah project, which you spoke so beautifully about, the strength to do it. Sometimes we'd rather not take part in that. Sometimes we'd rather just sit and relax or be on our phones or watch something on TV or something streaming on a streaming network like Netflix or something Disney movie. But sometimes our parents or people that are around us give us the strength to do it. What I'm saying is now as a bat mitzvah, you have to find the strength yourself to do it. You have to be the one to find the strength within you, just like your Torah portion says, to say, no, I'm a bat mitzvah now, and I am going to have my own personal strength to move forward, and to have the strength to be able to do it internally. It's not easy. You have to motivate yourself. I think that's what I'm trying to say, to do Jewish things. Your parents have been helping you to motivate you to do it, but now you have to do it. Can you do it on your own? What do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I will take probably.
Yeah.
No would have been a bad response in that moment, but probably is much better. And so here's the good news: you're not alone in this. Your parents are gonna help you. This congregation is going to help you. We expect big things from you. We hope that you're going to be hanging out with us for a long time, doing a lot of cool programs throughout our religious school, throughout the opportunity to become a confirmand, to go through confirmation, to travel to Washington, D.C., and to take part of our programs, to stand right in this very spot or sit in that very spot in a few years and be a 12th grader and graduate from SLJ. So all of this has to come from this internal strength that we're going to share with you. But I think you can do it. I think you can. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now we're going to have a little blessing for you. So we're going to invite your sister and your parents to join us up there on the bima. Come stand right here. Come stand right here. Come stand right here. No, please. seeing us. Everyone turn around. Come close. Make a little circle. I want a little Kessler circle. Yes, hello. Hello. Where are you in now? Fine. Fine. How? Where? Like what? All of Washington? Miami? Yeah? USA? Nice. Ready? Florida. Oh, Florida. Living in that. That's cool. It wraps it up. I can't let it get out. We're very, very blessed to share all of this. And many more of these celebratory moments with you for many, many years. Yeah? And, all right, we're going to give you a little blessing. Please stand.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God's presence be with you all the days of your life and grant you peace. As together we all say,
Amen.
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 We're going to remain standing and turn to page 282.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in the years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own zichronam livracha. May their memories be for blessing. We think of, in the period of Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period, Marvin, Solomon, Gottlieb, and our yortzites that occur for us this week. Francis Shore, Joyce Weissman, Bertha Cohen, Richard Blyer, Geraldine Gershon, Carol Coleman Levitt, Barbara Kaplan, Wilfred Stark, Stanley Wiener, Jacob Shore, Donald Hirsch, Jacob Turoff, Irving Port, Harry Fisher, Bernice Hildebrand, Elaine Dugoff, Bruce Cowan, Edwin Friedrich, Edward Stein, Bernice Goodkin, Willio Tassani, Julius Colhagen, Edith Goldberg, Bertham Poses, Sylvia Berlin, Fred Krupp, Ruth Atkins, Alex Coles, Mo Isaacs, Arnold Postelnik, Esther Elias, Stanley Wiener, Reggie Grossman, Joan Crane, Martin Doobie, Israel, Sid Lukumnik, Arthur Bierman, Pauline Schwedelson, Nathan Honig, Jonathan E. Geller, Bertha Cohen, Rose Spunt, Mara Schwat, Arthur J. Popkin. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time. Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 294. Yitkadav Yikadash Merabah Be'alma Divrach Rirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael B'agalav V'zman Kariv V'imru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabah Mevorach Le'olam U'lemei Olmaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ah V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei Dekudesha Brichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata tamiran v'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlomo rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, as together we say amen. Please be seated. We are going to do, want to do Kiddush first, or you want to do Lech Lech first? Okay, so we're going to invite your family back up here to stand right there. So we're going to do Kiddush. Do this, catch Kiddush.
Safer.
We are going to conclude our service with Lech Lach, which can be found on page 341, 341.
On your journey לשמחת חיים, לשמחת חיים לחילה. You shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, Lechila.
Adonai oz la'amo yiten, Adonai barech ta'amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto our people, continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Mazel tov and Shabbat shalom. That concludes our service.